Is it on? Oh, it's on. Okay. What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, talking today about practical programming when it comes to strength and hypertrophy. You want to make your own program? You want to know what to do? You gotta follow this chart. This is really a follow-up on my previous video on programming when we talked about Prilipin's strength table, trying to determine how you should program when it comes to strength. Now we're going to combine that table with programming for hypertrophy, really melding these two worlds. And what's great about this provides a nice little spectrum of training depending upon your goals. So you can customize it. Do you want to be more strength focused? Well, then you're going to drop down the sets, increase the intensity. Do you want to get that there muscle, right? Aesthetics? You're going to increase the sets, increase the volume, because volume is a key driver of hypertrophy. This table also includes some key components from my bro, Dr. Brad Schoenfeld, aka Dr. Rad Bronfeld, aka Dr. Long Schlong. His research when it comes to hypertrophy, causing the hypertrophic response. Really what I'm trying to say, you can use this template to build any sort of program you want, and these are general guidelines meant to be customized. I will include in the description an example, and it only serves as an example, utilizing this table right here to come up with an actual training session, right? An actual day. It would be a deadlift day I'll do. So right here, let's overview what I'm talking about and what this is and why you should use it. When I say C, C stands for compound, I stands for isolation. When I talk about the movements, I label them. Obviously, you start from the top, now we're going down to the bottom. Primary, that's the big movement for the day. What do you want to focus on? Your squat, your bench, your deadlift. That's what the first movement is right there. Function denotes what you're actually trying to attain there, or the primary function. There can be many functions. Strength, you're trying to get stronger. Initially, because strength is very demanding on the nervous system, we always start off with strength. That's why you'll also see the rep range is lower when you first start out, and then gradually we work through the entire rep range spectrum. So we get all the way up to 15 plus repetitions. And really, when we take a look right over here towards the notes section, it gives us a little idea what we should focus on or things to keep in mind. So when I talk about that primary movement, you're doing squats, right? How many should you do? Well, you can consult Prilipin's table. You can actually periodize your programming. Here's what I mean. You might start off initially week 1, 5x5, slowly over time go to 4x5, then a 4x4, then maybe 4, sets of 3 repetitions. This right here is utilizing, or roughly utilizing, Prilipin's table. So we're all about strength, getting stronger. The second movement, if we started off with squats, we're focusing on weak areas. Usually for a lot of guys, if you do a push-pull, or like myself where you do legs pull-push or upper-lower split, you'll start with a squat and you'll probably go over to deadlift. You want to get that frequency, right, to train that movement pattern. So start with a squat, you're moving on to the deadlift. Because the deadlift is second, you're probably trying to work on that weak area. So you're weak at the bottom, like myself, probably going to do something like deficit deadlifts. And that's why I put the reminder to focus on weak areas. Again, 3 to 4 sets, 4 to 6 repetitions, 4 sets of 5 reps works really great right here. Next up, moving on, tertiary, aka pterodactyl movement, the third movement. Here we're focusing on something that's going to help assist your primary movement. What you're focusing on that day. So once again, we had the squats, then we moved on to the deadlifts. Your second type of squat variant will be something that will assist your primary. So let's say for myself, you want to get stronger out of the hole. You might do pause squats, you might do ATG front squats. You might do even a safety bar squat. It depends upon your goals once again. But really, when we talk about the third movement now, if we're looking at the rep ranges, we're going more towards that traditional hypertrophy range of 6 to 12 repetitions. So variation of your primary movement. Once again, sticking to compounds. So we got 3 compounds to start off with. Then we move on to the fourth movement. Here's where more customization takes place. Is it going to be a compound movement? Is it going to be isolation? That's up to you. What do you need to work on? A good general rule is the following. Where aesthetically you're lacking, right, you need to build muscle, is also where you're probably weaker. So let's talk about hypertrophy. If you want to build size, let's say you want to focus when it comes to, legs, we're talking about hamstrings. Yeah, you could do some glute ham raises, right? You get in that upper rep range. Maybe you might even do, some leg curls, which can be useful. This is where you'll start to do that barbell hip thrust. It depends, once again, upon you. Finally now, we move towards the optional area. And this is once again where customization is key. Because let's say somebody just wants to focus largely on strength. Well, they're going to reduce the sets, they're going to eliminate probably the 5th and 6th movement. They only got 8 to 10 working sets then. They can really focus on intensity. That's where the flexibility of this programming comes in and the utility really for every viewer. So right here, if like myself, you are very interested in building size, you will do the 5th movement. And most likely at this point, because you're exhausted, look at all the work you've done, maybe 14 sets already, it's going to be an isolation movement. Here is where you throw in the brocep curls, right? The tricep extensions, the lateral raises, whatever you need to focus on. And that's why I put optional. I also put right here 15 plus, because if you guys watch that video with Brad Schoenfeld, you know for hypertrophy, for that lactate threshold, in order to help build that to get a better hypertrophic response, that you want to focus sometimes on higher rep ranges. So over 15 repetitions can be okay. And that's once again when I put the 6th movement. Oh, what do you focus on? It's a mystery. It's up to you. This is where even more variations take place and that customization that you want. This serves as a template, a big general template. This template right here serves the function of allowing you to customize your training for your goals, providing something that's backed up. It's evidence-based. It's backed by science, using strong programming when it comes to strength, using a Priliprint template, as well as a lot of research conducted by Brad Schoenfeld. So guys, if you want to see me make an actual program utilizing this template right here for mass consumption for free, make sure to like this video and leave a comment in the comment section below, and let me know if your current training split actually resembles something like this template right here. Post below in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to show your support, and I'll be seeing all you guys, my subscribers, in that next video.